working on a movie like this, which has, I mean, you've got this huge fan base already that's kind of inbuilt on Batman himself, and then you coming in for a role that was already taken on for somebody else. And so as an actress, was it daunting for you, or were you just excited to be a part of something, this is massive, you know, so it must be really fun to work on a different scale.
Well, I mean, honestly, when you're working, thinking about things like that are not helpful. So I think you just sort of do everything you can not to think that way. But at this point, you know, now that it's finished, yeah, the scale of it is both really thrilling and scary in some ways. I mean, it's both. I mean, I think the movie is so good, and I'm really proud of it. On some level, I just feel like, great, go out there into the world. I can't imagine that most people won't be moved by it. I hope they will.
Was it difficult for you to kind of, because there's a plot thing that affects your character that I'm sure you couldn't tell a lot of people. So is it kind of, was it nice to harbor a secret that people were like, what was the Dark Knight? You're like, I can't tell. You know, is that fun for you? Or
Yeah, I guess so. I like that, yeah.
So
Made me feel important.
Yeah, I know something that you don't. But working with Chris, because watching him, talking to him, he's very quiet, you know, and it's amazing that obviously he's thinking about loads of stuff at the same time. So working with a director like that, is it exciting for you? Are you just kind of watching to see how he does something on this scale, which and he manages to do wonderfully, actually?
Yeah, I think Chris is really remarkable and unusual in the sense that he's clearly really good at the huge sort of scope stuff, Batmobile, Bat motorcycle explosions, 2,000 extras. He's able to handle that, which I think very few people are. But at the same time, also, I mean, really, I had some really great conversations with him before we started shooting, where I just really wanted to be sure we were on the same page about what I wanted Rachel to be, what he wanted Rachel to be. I mean, it was just very important to me that he also wanted her to be smart and awesome and thinking and, you know, a real woman with a mind. So I knew he did. I knew we agreed, and I kind of imagined, okay, you're going to deal with all of that huge stuff, and I'll do my job. And in fact, that's not at all what happened. He was able to hold in his mind all that huge action stuff, and at the same time really push me every time I worked on anything in the movie.
So it must have been really exciting for you.
Yeah, it was.
I heard that you had never seen any dailies of his performance, and so when you did have that scene with him, it was the first time you actually saw the Joker. So
Yeah.
what was that like to watch this person who transformed himself and play in a scene with a knife against your face? Like, what was that like to watch that happen in front of you?
Well, you know, I mean, I think Heath was a really fantastic actor. I thought that about him before I saw him as the Joker. So I knew that he would do something interesting, but I was kind of amazed when I actually saw him. I thought, you're totally free, which is a really rare place for even the greatest, most experienced actors to get to. You know, a place where you're absolutely free. It's kind of a magical thing to sometimes have happen. And even though the scene is really scary, and when I watch it, he's very scary, and I think Rachel felt very scared, acting with him was really fun. Because when someone's that free, it rubs off all over you. And anything I did, he went with it. He, you know, it was like an incinerator. It just blew up, you know.
It's a joy to watch both you and him on screen together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.